Samuel was just playing on his mind on Jax. So we wanted to kind of repeat that on game 4. I think we messed up a little bit on the drafts. We could have definitely fixed some of the bans so that they don't have everything to counter our strategy. So
sure.
The Trolli, I love gummies.
Me too. Thank you, Trolli. This interview is brought by Trolli Sour Bright Crawlers. You want one?
Of course. Here's the whole bag.
Look at him go. One of the few things that make him laugh.
Nice.
Or at least not frown. Dodo joining us today after their series against NRG. How's the team?
Obviously frustrated, right? We didn't expect to lose in this fashion. I think we could have definitely played better. I think we also, just had a little bit of a, bad prep on our side as well. It could be also like our fault as coaches. So yeah, not too happy, but we still have a chance, so it's very good. Yeah,
I mean, I think a big talking point is how good Summit was and how much APA struggled in his first LCS series. So let's start with the first point there.
Yeah.
Summit, superhero mode, saved game 2. Saved game 3.
Game 3, yeah.
Saved game 3, was constantly ahead. Was there a clear shift in the draft to be like, all right, we got to play through top?
Yeah, so I mean, during like playoff series, there's always going to be a player who's having like their best day, and some player maybe like off day, right? And then we kind of identify that after game 3. Samuel was just playing on his mind on Jax. So we wanted to kind of repeat that on game 4. I think we messed up a little bit on the drafts. We could have definitely fixed some of the bans so that they don't have everything to counter our strategy. So
sure.
So yeah, but I think Summit was playing well even in the first 2 games too. I think Kenan and even the NAR game, I think he was the solid member in the series today. So yeah.
Yeah, with APA, his first series, remember everyone forgets that he's a youngin because he came on, had great games. There were still holes in his game, but had great games and held his own against some of the top mids in league. Probably a little bit lower form coming into playoffs, but definitely struggled today. What are your thoughts on his play and how he bounced back?
Yeah, no, I think APA's lack of experience definitely showed today. I think obviously we played some champions that he never played before. Obviously we practiced it a lot in scrims and had good results. That's why we wanted to show it in playoffs. But I think something like Jace, something like even Tristana, I think he was playing a little bit too aggressive, and he wasn't thinking too much of how we should be handling the mid-game macro and whatnot. So I think he definitely struggled this series, but I think it could definitely be a big learning experience for him. So I think if he can take that and improve as a player, I think it'll be really good.
Game 4, the casters were saying at that midpoint, I think it was second part of the draft, and it was time to pick mid. It could have been something there pocket picky. You guys decided to go with the Jace. Was that a you call? Was that a him call? Was that a team call? What do you think about that?
I think it was a team call mostly because we practiced that a lot in scrims. So the Trish Jace matchup is like a traditional like counter. I know in game 3, it was a reverse matchup as well. So like if you know the matchup really well, you can play it. But and we had a lot of success in scrims, so we wanted to go with that. But it could have been different. We could have gave him more of like his champions, but it's something that we just have to live with and learn from.
Yeah, I mean, I think about what I think was like a level 3, level 4 gank with Pioshik coming on in, and it was like unfortunate timing with hammer form, punching him out of the way, Pioshik going in with the Arctic Assault, and then Palafox being able to jump out. Like that changes the fabric of the game. And even then, at the very end of the game, he was landing shock blasts once they were starting to push into the base, but just wasn't ahead enough to really mitigate things.
Yeah.
All right, moving forward, you got 100 Thieves coming up.
Thieves, yep.
What's the outlook moving here? Like how do you proceed forward here?
Yeah, so I think we just have to go back and obviously like review the series and see how we want to adapt going into 100D's match, right? Because the prep is just going to be different for every single team.
Yeah.
So I think 100D's, they do have some, veterans, right? They have double lift and they're closer, and all these players who've been and won playoffs before, so we're not taking them lightly.
Yeah.
Also, Kane's there, right? So it's gonna be a fun match. I think we just have to crawl our way back up. I think some of our teammates like Pioshik and Core has been there, crawling back from the lower bracket, just hanging on the cliff. So I think they can pull it off, and we'll just take it one step at a time. Just 100Ds, and then we'll see who we play next, and then I think we just have to win 4 or 5 series, right? So.
All right, Dodo, everyone. Appreciate your time, man, and can't wait to be able to have a sit down under different circumstances, but series not done yet, or I guess year's not done yet. Let's see you bounce back. Thank you, Dodo. Appreciate you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Dagon Esports. And it hasn't always been easy getting my thrills since I'm a one-man band doing everything here. So to get my thrills, I get them from Trolli gummy worms. They want nothing more than for you to bite into their delicious, sour heads and bodies into pieces. Personally, I like the raspberry blueberry flavor. It's really good. You should go ahead and get your own. Check it out and get the mind-warping, tongue-twisting sour thrills only at Trolli.com.
Thank you.
The Dodo face, everyone. Appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Kept it post-gamey.
Cool.